Hello, and welcome to the second part of our Setting Up a SIP Channel tutorial. In this video, we will continue to explain how you can set up a SIP channel in VoipNow Professional's interface. Let's just pick up where we left off. In the following section, you can select a charging plan from a drop-down list and specify whether this channel will be paid or free. If you select paid, then do not forget to add cost to the channel. In the Channel Capability section, you have three options to choose from. You may choose incoming, in which case only incoming calls can be received through the channel. Otherwise, you can choose send only, outgoing calls, or you can set the channel to be used for both incoming and outgoing calls. Next, we will go to choosing the Dtmf mode. Dtmf is short for dual tone multi-frequency signaling, and the default option is RFC 2833. If you select the auto option, then Asterisk will automatically detect whether the channel supports RFC 2833 or not. If it doesn't support it, then Asterisk will use the in-band mode. If the channel is located behind a NAT router, then you'll need to check this box. You may also specify a number you want displayed by calls with an active caller ID feature by typing it in this field. By default, the caller ID is the same as the phone number. Some SIP providers require a from user and a from domain parameter for identification. To verify if the channel requires these parameters, please check with your SIP provider. Next, we have Get DID from Custom Header. If a valid DID number is not present in the request line of the SIP packet, then it will be taken from the custom header. In that case, you will have to define the name of the header in this field. For example, if you fill in test and the DID number is 12345, the custom header will be test 12345. Since the server regularly checks the remote party for presence, you can use this drop-down list to specify the desired answering time. If there's no answer within the amount of time you've selected, then the device will be considered offline. To disable this feature, just select None. In this field, we can indicate the prefix that will be added to all the destination numbers of the calls routed through this channel. Next, we will have the option Trusted Channel. When enabled, 4PSA VoipNow will consider all communications that take place through this channel to come from a trusted source, and it won't authenticate incoming calls. If you check this box, VoipNow will trust and use the remote party ID headers in the SIP message received on the channel. When the next option is enabled, VoipNow will include remote party ID headers in the SIP message sent through the channel. To keep the session alive, user agents send periodic re-invite or update requests. The interval for the session refresh requests is determined through a negotiation mechanism. If a request isn't received by the end of the specified time frame, then the session will be considered terminated. In this section, you can choose how the channel will handle the session timers. Choosing Accept, which is the default, means the channel will only accept the session refresh request. Originate means that the channel will accept this mechanism for only a session refresh sent from inside the system. Requests made by user agents outside the system won't be allowed. The last option, Refuse, means that the channel will send a 422 rejection response, informing you that it does not support session timers. Next, you can fill in the maximum amount of time in seconds that can occur between session refresh requests. Then you can fill in the minimum value of seconds that will be accepted by the channel for the session interval. For session refresh source, we have two possible options. Select which server should handle the SIP headers, UAC for User Agent Client, or UAS, short for User Agent Server. Finally, you can choose which codec should be used for encoding and decoding the voice signal over the channel. Just check the appropriate boxes. By enabling the Use MD5 option, for PSA VoipNow will encrypt the passwords used in the authentication process. This method used is an MD5 hash function. When you are finished configuring your channel, don't forget to press the OK button for the settings to take effect. You can either check this box to assign phone numbers to the channel, or you can choose to leave it unchecked and set up the numbers at a later time. We will assign numbers now. On the top of the page, you can import a group of phone numbers from a file. To do this, check the box and then press Browse to upload the phone numbers. The field separator is the one used in CSV files to separate the values. The default separator is a comma. You may also manually fill in the details. In the public phone number field, you'll have to enter the public phone number associated with the channel exactly how you want the client to see it. Then you'll have to enter the DID or direct inward dialing number. Indicate the location of the public phone number and the monthly amount that is paid to the provider for the use of the DID number. This sum is required for information purposes only and won't be included in the charging process. Then set the fee that applies to all incoming calls routed through this channel in a specific time frame. The currency is the system default one, but it can be changed from system preferences in the Unified Communications area. Finally, choose an assignment method. Exclusive numbers are DID numbers that the administrator assigns to the resellers that will be using them for their clients and extensions. Stack numbers are the ones that are available to all resellers in the system and not specifically assigned. If the channel supports it, you can add several phone numbers by using the plus and minus buttons on the side. Press the OK button on the right lower side of the page again to complete the setup. This concludes the setup of a SIP channel in VoipNow Professional's interface. Thank you for watching.